All right, let's cut to the bullshit. You guys are not going to watch this full VSL, so I'm just going to put the chapters literally right here on screen so you can skip to whatever question you want or anything you want, like, talked about. Just skip to it right here. And then alternatively, if you're watching this on YouTube, you should see at the bottom of your screen chapters going across your screen right here where you can, like, literally see what questions you have, and then I'll answer it in this video. So let's get on to this video. So how to get qualified leads with YouTube. So a little bit about me before I start, because I have to build my authority. I'm going to practice what I preach here. So I do work at another marketing agency or content agency. It's TickScale. It's run by Ayman Arab. You should definitely go check him out. He's a very cool guy. We're doing a lot of things over there. I'm pretty sure they're at like 100K a month. I get to see the behind the scenes. I get to work with a bunch of amazing people, make a fuck ton of money over there. It's really cool. So I get to actively see what's going on YouTube. That is helping clients to make money. That is the important part that you guys should be paying attention to. And then a little bit more on the fun side about me. So I do come from a gaming background. I was a gamer. I was a nerd. You know, I played Halo, if you guys know what that is. A lot of you guys are old heads. So Halo. My first client was actually Spartan, who is a professional Halo player, which is pretty cool. And the way I actually signed him was through YouTube. So I helped him grow his YouTube channel as well as his TikTok. Like he averaged 100K views every single month with me. Let's break down some of the biggest problems businesses are making on YouTube right now. So they're thinking that posting is marketing. And that is the most retarded statement I think like people have in their brain, and they don't even think about it. Like they literally think posting content is going to somehow bring them clients. No, that's not how it works. What matters is the type of content you're posting. Like the way I'm talking right now, I'm speaking with a lot of conviction. And that's what you need to be doing in your videos. Like you have to be staring at the camera, talking with conviction, because that's the only way you are going to get people to trust you in this trust recession we are going through right now. And what do I mean by trust recession? So everyone out there is selling some sort of online course. They're throwing up screenshots of how they helped someone get $4,000 like signed or whatever. It's a trust recession. Like people are trusting people less and less in online space. So it's getting harder and harder to sell to cold leads from social media each day. So right now, some of the problems people are facing is they're thinking like posting motivational content is somehow going to motivate someone to buy from you. So I will say that it does sometimes work. It does matter what industry you're in. It's super specific, whether you're B2C or B2B. Usually the B2B people couldn't give more of a fuck about motivational content. Like most of them, if you are a good business owner, like you're a hustler at the end of the day. Like you're trying to make money. So you don't really care about like seeing these motivational quotes from Kobe. And then the second thing is if you're B2C and you're selling to that clientele, yeah, they're probably like would like to see it a little bit more because they kind of need to get in the headspace. But it really depends on who your target. But most of the time, it's just working less and less because it's super easy to post motivational content. Everyone could fucking post motivational content. I was depressed and I was posting motivational content and it wasn't working. Like anyone could just post motivational content. It comes through better when you're an actual authority figure. Okay. The next thing like people try posting on YouTube is business lifestyle content. So it really depends once again on whether you're a B2C person or you're a B2B person. So the B2C people, yeah, sure. They like to see a little bit of the lifestyle. They like to see you on the yachts, smoking a cigar with a nice girl. Sure, they like that because they're trying to buy into that lifestyle. But the B2B like people, no, they don't really care. Like imagine you're a B2B business and like, I don't know, you're selling your offer and someone just paid you $5,000 and then they see a YouTube video of you blowing $5,000 on a yacht with a bunch of females on boat. They're not gonna like that at all. And then the third thing that like people overdo is podcast. Only posting podcast on YouTube. It is terrible. You need to have a good mix. Like you don't want to only be posting podcast. And the reason why is because people are going on YouTube because they have issues. And if your like podcast is titled Business Podcast 47, nobody's going to click that. Like if they have an issue, they're not trying to search through a whole 2-hour long podcast to solve that issue. Like that's not where the buyers are. So you don't really want to position yourself as a podcaster anymore. Maybe before it worked, but definitely not today. You want hyper targeted YouTube videos that solve a problem as best as possible. And then the last thing is short form content. So yeah, sure, it's up for a debate, like whether short form is even worth it today, but it's just working less and less. The raw style of short form content is just working more. But ultimately, like you're going to run into a lot of problems with short form content, which is you're just attracting retarded people most of the time. Like the people you attract from short form, it's not really the type of people that sophisticated enough to buy some sort of digital course or even motivated to buy a course most of the time. Especially if you're selling high ticket. Like if you're selling high ticket off of short form, it's just going to be like very hard for you to actually pull off. Number 2, using outdated YouTube tactics. So many people are worrying about the wrong things, like they're worrying about the hashtags, the descriptions, the posting times. It doesn't matter. What really matters is the overall idea of the video. So you actually providing value in the video is going to make you look like an authority figure. And that's ultimately what you need to be when you're talking to these people. And number 3 is missing what actually turns viewers into buyers. So a lot of people, this goes back to like posting is marketing. Like if you're actually trying to get people to buy your service, buy your digital product, whatever it may be, there's a certain form of content you need to be creating each time in order to get by. And what is that? You might be asking, well, are you handling objections in your video? And that's a very common thing that people are not doing enough, is actually handling the objections that their viewers might have, that their buyers might have in their video. And when you have a library of YouTube videos that are pre-handling these objections, what starts to come out of it is you have somebody that's digested 7 hours of your content, of you pre-handling all their objection. And by the time they hop on the sales call with you or your team, they're already pre-sold. Your job isn't to sell them, it's to close them now. Then the third thing of what your YouTube videos are missing is it's literally just not providing value at all. Like, so many people go into this YouTube space and they try to provide the most surface level advice, and like, you could get it anywhere. It's not special. You want to go deep on these topics. You want to show that you actually know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you don't want to be like just skimming off the top of it. No, you need to go deep. You need to show people that you're actually like very sophisticated and you know what you're doing in order to get their business. Now we're going to enter into the solution. I know I kind of previewed it with the misconceptions and that rants up above, but the first thing you need to do when creating a winning YouTube video is market research. Ta-da! Like, who would have thought? So yeah, actually like go on YouTube, find your competitors, see what they're doing. It doesn't even have to be your direct competitors. It could be like adjacent competitors. So if you look at this video for Eddie Cumberbatch, we actually like just did a video for him. That huge thing that happened with WAP and Iman or whatever his name is. Like, I knew he like bought into WAP before anyone knew he bought into it, because we were doing this video over here for him. And he was looking at this video right here, full econ course, which is something that's adjacent to his niche. And he literally just like copied that video bar for bar, and it like did amazing on his YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure that month he did like $450,000 just off of that. And it's still bringing him in money. Like, it's bringing him in clients. It's an evergreen video that people constantly are going back into. And what's actually crazy is that like his other YouTube videos, sometimes they don't even CTA into like his offer, just CTAs into this video. So like he's always pumping up this video because it's so well done, and it like helps people convert. It handles all their objections. It provides immense value. And then by the time they watch this, like, what is it, 1 hour video, they're already pre-sold. Like, they're sold. Someone just has to close them. So the next thing after you do all that market research is come up with the ideas to your video. So the way I come up with ideas is I'll go into Claude.ai, 3.7 Sonnet, make sure that's turned on. And then I'll literally ask it like, hey, what are some of the most common objections in this like offer or niche? And then I'll literally give me the most common objections based on the frequency of what they happen, of when they happen. And then you just make YouTube videos on those objections. Like, you make each YouTube video like hyper focusing on handling that one objection while providing value. And the other way you can do this is just doing frequently asked questions. And then people ask me like, yo, what do I do when I'm like done making all these videos? You just do it again. You just format it differently, but it just runs in a circle. It's just said differently and like it looks different, but it's literally the same thing over and over again. And like people are like, oh, I need this like thing to go viral, or I need to do this trend. Like, no, you don't need to do that. You just need to keep providing value. And the second you stop providing value in your videos and one of your consistent viewers watches that video and you just wasted their time, you just ruin your reputation. You ruin your authority. So you need to make sure like each video, it doesn't matter if you're saying the same thing, you just say it differently, because people just need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. Like you just keep doing it in a circle. And over time, it pre-sells them because you're pre-handling their objections. And then after you do those ideas, you go into the scripting process. So obviously, like, there's a thing where like, oh, I don't like reading off a script. Like, it sounds too scripted. I'm reading words. Or like, I don't know how to talk in a raw style, kind of like what I'm doing now. It's very common. But the thing that's super powerful with scripting is that you're able to get all the information into a document. So that way it's super concise. You can debulk it. So you make it more optimized for value per second, not seconds of value. That's very important. You guys listen to that because there's a difference there. So value per second is each second you're on screen, you're providing value on the problem. So whatever the problem was that your viewer clicked on the video, you're solving that with every second they watch that video. So you optimizing for that is very important. And a lot of people get this wrong because they think it's seconds of value. And no, that's not true at all, because then that's where the flock comes in. And that's when your reputation starts going down, because now you're wasting people's time. People are like super in love with their time. They don't like having their time wasted. Hence why I like put these chapters on screen in the beginning of the video. Like, it was literally the first thing I did, because I know nobody here is going to watch this full video unless they know what it's going to be about. And then the next thing is how to actually script the video. So with the hook, the body, and the outro. So in the hook, you want to have a form of proof, promise, and plan. So it doesn't matter which order you do this in, but with the proof, like if you make a bold statement, like I've helped hundreds of students achieve X, Y, and Z result, like you actually need to show videos and like screenshots of you helping students and like you helping people actually get the results you're saying in the video, or else you're just like making a bold statement and not backing it up at all. So this falls into the trust recession, where a lot of people are just like making these bold claims that I did this, I did X, Y, and Z, and they're just not backing it up. So in order to counteract that, you need to have an intense amount of assets, an intense amount of proof in your videos that show the viewer you actually know what you're doing and you're like speaking the truth. I see so many times, like this is more deep into the market, but like you'll have a coach and like he'll have this fake student randomly post a win because it helps other people buy into the program. And dude, like it's crazy how many times that happens, but it's actually a thing that's like been going on in the industry for so long, but it's just like kind of low key happening. But yeah, like people are trusting people less and less. So it's very important you stand out from those nerds. Okay, next, the promise of the video. So if I said like in this video, by the end of the video, you will learn X, Y, and Z, like I'm promising you that you will learn this information. And then the plan of the video, similar to how I gave the chapters once again in the video, I'm showing you exactly what the plan of the video is going to be. I'm not trying to waste your time at all. And then the fourth thing, which is embedding pain points in the hook. So it's very important that you know the pain points that are very specific to your buyer, the people that buy from you. What was the reason they bought from you? What pain were they having that they needed you to fix that? And when you understand the pain points that makes people want to buy, you embed that into the hook of the video and you'll help the video be more engaging, because now there's a sense of urgency that someone has to watch this video because you just stab them in the heart with their own pain and they need this problem solved. So when you're done with the hook of the video, the next thing is the body. You need to get into the body of the video as fast as possible. So the hook should be super tight, and then the body. Okay, so the next thing is the body. So right after you do the hook should be like tight as shit. Like you should be wasting no time at all in the hook. You need to get to the value as fast as possible. And then people like think, oh, what should I even talk about in this video? Yo, if your value in your video is just surface level value, people are going to hate you. Like you're just wasting their time. You need to go very deep. You need to stand out. You need to go deep on each level so people actually know that you know what the fuck you're talking about. If you don't give anything away, if you don't tell them the exact systems you like use, you can leave some stuff out, but you need to demonstrate that you're at a higher authority level of them. Like you need to show them that you know more than them in order for them to trust you and eventually buy from you. They don't want to trust someone that's like below them. It sounds weird. Like, would you trust someone if they were below you in a certain subject? It's like this thing if you guys ever went to college, I went to college for a little bit, but like taking a business course, right? As a business owner, the people who give that course, they don't even own their own business and they're giving you advice. And then if I ask any business owner, like how much they learned from that business course, they're like, oh, I learned absolute like shit from it. Like you learn nothing from it, because the person that's giving you that advice is literally below you. He does not know. You just having a business puts yourself above him. Like you literally just like owning an LLC puts you miles above that guy. Okay. And then in the body, like make sure that the value you're providing, it's to the point, it's very deep, and it actually solves the problem of the people coming to this video. And then the next thing, the outro. So this is where you include the pain, the fear, and then the call to action. So you want to stab them in the heart with those pain points, touch on all the pain points that make people buy from you. Very important you listen to the last part. People buy from you. What makes people buy from you? What pain makes people buy from you? Very important. You use the pain points that like actually make people buy from you. You include a little bit of fear. So you do this like through scarcity, urgency. Like I'm only taking like a few book calls this month, something like that. But that's also working less and less. So honestly, like it's a little hit and miss. Like I wouldn't even say you need that. And then obviously the call to action. This is the thing that makes people convert into actual customers. So having a strong call to action that's very clear, like I'll show you literally in a few minutes what my call to action is going to be. That is what's going to help people convert. Now I'll give you the updated scoop in 2025 on the new way to hit them with the CTA, which is right after the hook. You could do this after the hook or the first point in the body. You hit them with a very quick CTA. Like, hey, if you're finding this video helpful, like click the link in the description. Like if you're having this issue, like I'll literally do it for you. And having that hook right there, because a lot of people are still watching the video right there, it just makes your offer apparent. Like now it's in their mind, like, oh, I could just hire Lisette, you know, if I have the money, like why not? The next part is the actual video editing of the video. So you want to make sure that the video is clean and simple. Like you don't need these flashy effects. You don't need to look like the next like cinematic movie. Like you're not going to win an Oscar off of this. Like it just needs to be simple. Like you're just conveying information similar to like how this video is literally a raw video. Like there's very minimal edits throughout this whole video. Just clean and simple. That's all you need. More edits do not equal more engagement. Like get that out of your head. It doesn't matter how pretty something looks. What matters is the actual value. So that's like an argument here. But I do think that having a very engaging hook in the video will help with getting people to the body, obviously, but it doesn't need to be overly edited. Like you don't need to have all these elements on screen. And I'll break down exactly like the type of edits you need in your video. So like if we're going back to the scripting process, like you need the proof. So like if I make a bold statement, like I've helped 100 students achieve XYZ result, like now the editor has to show screenshots of me actually helping people to help build my social proof. And then the promise of the video, like by the end of the video, like you watch this, like you'll have this solved. Like show what the dream outcome looks like. Like you need to show where this prospect's life is going to be after watching this video. And then the plan of the video. So similar like how I showed the chapters in the beginning, like I'm literally just showing you the plan of the video. I'm not trying to waste your time at all. And then having edits that actually show pain points. So, you know, if you find a video editor, it's usually really difficult to find someone, but having a video editor know how to convey emotions to your prospect. So if you're saying something about like, do you want to quit your 9 to 5? Like you're going to show someone depressed at a 9 to 5. Like you need to show that. The next thing is thumbnails. So thumbnails are super important. Look at thumbnails as a tool, not a piece of artwork. This is a common misconception. A lot of people think of thumbnails as a piece of art. It is not art. It is literally a tool to get someone to click. So a lot of people focus on making their thumbnails match their brand colors and all this bullshit. Like, you're fucking retarded if you think that is actually like a good thumbnail. Like, you need to have something that conveys information to the viewer and allows them to see what the video is actually going to be about. Like, this is David Karasek over here. He was an Olympic swimmer, right? He does swimming lessons for people. What do you think this video is going to be about? Like, he's pointing to his head, the text that says stay focused, and he's under the water. Like, you can tell this is a video about like staying focused while you're underwater, or like swimming or something like that. And then like literally, what do you think this video is going to be about? Try this if you don't have time to date. Like, it's not that hard, but like looking at it very quickly, like I'm able to tell exactly what this video is going to be about just by the thumbnails. And then this one right here, 6 weeks, 30 pounds. What do you think this is? Like, it's literally a fat guy right here, and then a shredded guy right over here. Like, it's showing the change. So thumbnails don't need to be overcomplicated. You just need something simple that shows the viewer what they are going to learn. Yes, there is a whole science behind it. I really don't want to break it down to you guys because this is going to be something that's going to take like probably an hour long on what actually gets people to click. And it just doesn't make sense because you guys are business people. Like, you guys don't care. You guys are not doing this yourself. And then the last thing is posting. Just fucking post your video. Like, don't wait like 3 days after you have the video done to post it unless you're like trying to build hype around it. Like, it doesn't matter what time you post it in the middle of the night. It literally doesn't matter because like you're not trying to serve these warm audiences. Like, your main purpose is to try and attract cold audiences. So YouTube is just going to send this people to the cold audience at whatever time fits them. It doesn't matter for your warm audience. They'll get served the video whenever YouTube thinks it's a good time for them to see it. But it doesn't matter. Like, nobody's like literally sitting in their chair waiting for your YouTube video to like come out on time. It's better just to like post the video whenever you have it, whenever it's okay. So now that brings us into our offer, which is we will build you a YouTube sales funnel that adds 10 to 30 qualified calls every month where you don't pay. So obviously that sounds like a very powerful offer. I mean, it's literally like the same offer at TechScale that we're running with because it is something that people need. Like, a lot of people are seeing that like these Instagram funnels and like these TikTok funnels, they're just working less and less because of the trust recession that's going on. So YouTube is literally the only place where you can build an intense amount of authority and have someone digest a large amount of content from you in a very short amount of time. So if you think about this, right, like if somebody was to watch your YouTube video, like watch your YouTube channel for 7 hours long, and each video was a video of you pre-handling all their objections, you answering their frequently asked questions. After 7 hours of content, if I have the money and you seem like you know what you're doing and you're telling me you can get me XYZ result, like it doesn't make sense for me not to enter into the next part of your funnel, right? Like, especially if I was that dedicated and watch 7 hours of content from you, like it's a no-brainer at that point. As long as you showed proper authority and you were showing me that you knew what you were talking about. So let's get into the actual logistics of what this will mean for you. So let's first set up the time commitment because this is a very common thing. Like, you will at most be spending 2 to 4 hours a month with me. And that's just really all recording time. If we're on a package for 4 videos a month, like you can definitely get this done within 2 to 4 hours. And alternatively, if you don't do this and like you want to do it by yourself, like this whole process that like I went through here, the market research, ideas, scripting, video editing, thumbnails, posting, like that's what it's going to take you. And I know this because that's what it takes me to do this, like to run this properly is like combined with everyone working for me and like even at the other agency at TechScale, like this is what goes into 4 YouTube videos combined. So our goal is literally like no bullshit just to make you more fucking money. Like that's the only reason you would buy this offer from us is literally if you're trying to make more money. This is another marketing channel for you. This isn't ads. This isn't Instagram short form content. Like this is another marketing channel. So if you're trying to stand out and you're trying to show people that you literally are the best person for the job and you're better than all your competitors, like you should be on YouTube because this is like where problems get solved. Like I literally like just looked up how to solve this like X cube. And I went to a YouTube video to like learn how to solve it. And it took me an hour. And even when I was like learning the Rubik's Cube, like the regular one, like I looked it up on YouTube. Like this is where problems go to get solved. So YouTube is the place to be because your buyers are already searching for these solutions. So the alternative, obviously, if you don't want to work with us is like, okay, you can like hire an in-house editor or a graphic designer. And what that means on you now is like, okay, now you're going to take time out of your day where you have to screen a bunch of these editors and graphic designers, make sure there's no spelling mistakes in their video, make sure they're actually like following Proof's Promise and Plan and not making you look like a fucking retard in your video. And that's just hours that you're going to be like taking away from yourself and your actual business trying to make this YouTube strategy work. And like, I don't know about you, but like 40 hours sounds like fuck ton to me. So like, unless you're in love with this YouTube thing, like I am, like it just doesn't make sense for you. Okay, and then the other thing you could do is like literally just do it yourself. But like once again, like do you really want to be spending like close to 40 hours doing this by yourself? Like you're gonna get burnt out and then it's not gonna work. And then you're just gonna end up quitting and you're gonna be like, oh, YouTube doesn't work for my niche. No, it doesn't work because like you just haven't done it right and you haven't worked with people that make it easy for you to actually succeed. So alternatively, like once again, if you don't want to do YouTube, you have all these other marketing channels. So you could do email marketing, paid ads, like you got your warm outreach, cold outreach, post free content. Like you have all these other options you want to go to. But like YouTube, I'm telling you right now, is the only place you can demonstrate how much knowledge you actually have on a subject for an extended period of time. So here's the timeline of what it looks like working with us. So once you book a call, like right below here, once you book a call, find a time that fits into your schedule, obviously, and then hop on that call. If everything sounds good, everything I'm saying sounds good, we come to an agreement, we find a plan that works for you. On day 4, what we're going to do is we're going to present you with something called a content bucket. This is where we're going to do all the market research for you. We're going to find all the ideas. We're going to do all this Claude stuff, AI stuff for you, find all your objections and stuff like that. And we're going to present you with a bunch of ideas on a document. And then your job from that point, it's going to be like a 30-minute hour call. I just had a call with someone who signed with us recently, and he loved the ideas. But you're just going to like green light these ideas or red light them. So you just choose what you want to do. And then from there, once we get your feedback, we're going to start the scripting process. So literally by the first week of you signing up with us, you should be all set to record. And we're not going to give you like one script. We're going to give you 2 scripts at a time. So you could bulk record. So now we're like taking up less of your time. So once you record those videos, we're literally going to handle like the whole fucking thing for you. Like we're going to get that raw footage from you. We're going to do the video editing. We're going to do the thumbnails. We're going to do the posting for you. Well, we're going to wait until you okay the video, like you watch it and you say, yeah, guys, like looks great. Or maybe you might have some feedback. And then we're just going to post the video for you, like with the thumbnail. Like we're going to handle it all for you. And we're going to constantly like be looking at your channel analytics to see where we can improve on, what we can do for future videos. So you have like a full team behind you in your corner, like doing all this for you. And all you have to do is just sit down here and record your video. And then by month 2 and 3, you should be seeing, as long as everything's done properly and like you're actually giving good advice, like you should be seeing 10 to 30 qualified book calls coming into your calendar just from YouTube. And what you're going to notice from these calls compared to like any other platform is like the close rates on these calls. Oh, it's going to be crazy for you. Like you're going to be closing them at a higher percentage than your email marketing, your SMS, your Instagram like channel. Like you're going to be closing these people way easier because they digested 7 hours of content before booking a call with you. So the last part about our offer is we have that guarantee and risk reversal. If you're not seeing 10 qualified calls, important qualified calls, meaning like they came from YouTube, they filled out your questionnaire, they like stated they had the money to pay you. If you're not seeing this come into your calendar by month 3, we will refund you your money. Like we will give you back your money. All right, so let's get into the last part of this video, which is going to be the pricing for a service like this. It really depends on what you need. Maybe you only need video editing. Maybe you only need thumbnails. Maybe you only need scripts. Depending on what you need, this is going to be the range for you. It's going to be $500 to $3,000. If everything sounds good from this VSL and you're happy with everything I spoke about, please click the link below or the book a call button right down here and book a call with me and my team.